pretty sure that's become my new favorite way to start off videos. Just garage door sliding open, staring at the truck. In my mind, I'm going, oh, I'm just hearing the angels sing. But starting off today's video with not a lot of actual progress going on, even though I have a bunch to do. You know, it's the usual here. Sounds about right. I did get the hood to close for once, which was nice. That's, the gap's not 100% perfect. A little bit bigger on this side than this side, so we gotta shift it over. A bunch of just random stuff. Getting the brake lines finalized on this thing. I'm in the middle of filming one of the next videos, which is, of course, wiring this damn thing up. Like I said, today is just going to be basically a Rambletron / channel update because I got a couple things to do and a few things over the last few days have shown up to help us, I don't know, utilize our abilities on the channel a little bit better. So let's dive into seeing what we got. So we're making our way down here for once. Come down. We see our usual blasting cabinet, and now it's, we'll call it its big brother. So you can kind of see a little bit of a difference there. Starting to take powder coating a little more seriously. It's actually a lot more lucrative than I was anticipating. At first I started all this for the truck. I just wanted to powder coat so I could have all my links done. I got a little bit of a scare factor from a quote from a local company and figured, you know what, I could do it on my own, little stuff. Then little stuff turned into more and more people wanting it, and so now I don't know. I got a bunch of colors on hand always. I got a little booth that I'm actually going to be building and extending this out and probably putting a door on the front. I got a sheet of Lexan that I'll probably make a little viewing thing for. I don't know. It'll be nice to not have powder on everything constantly. And one of the cool things is this new cabinet, not only did it come with its own gigantic vacuum, it opens on this side. It opens on this side. I can actually get in physically with so much more setup than the other one was. And I have extra power outlets on there. So basically, one of the last upgrades I need to really focus on is the dryer and the compressor itself. Maybe adding another compressor or just upgrading entirely. But like I said, that's just for off-channel stuff. If you guys want to see more powder coating, leave me a comment down below. If that's why you're here, leave me a comment and let me know that too. I don't know. Mainly, you know, we do truck stuff, but getting into powder coating more and more and more is just, it's really fun and really satisfying to take an old piece of metal and blast it out, get it all nice and pretty. And having that gigantic cabinet does not make things hard either. So maybe I start doing some of the wheels. Like I said, wifey's truck. This thing has just been hanging out. I did pull out some of the wood for the bed kit, but it needs me to mount the bags and then to take the full air ride system that we have and mount all of it. I have been dealing with so much stuff but off channel between this and the neighbors, dumbasses, and yada yada yada. That being said, I am sick and tired of trying to find nuts and bolts when I need them, trying to match up stuff and having, you know, just boxes of nuts and bolts and stuff everywhere. It's just a pain in the ass. I got washers just random places. I got hardware everywhere. So ran to Harbor Freight, got myself one of those little roll around nut and bolt organizer things. Let's throw that together real quick and then we'll talk about brake lines and stuff like that on Blue. But I'm pretty sure that, let me see. It took me 43 minutes to put this together. I'm not gonna lie, that's a little bit more difficult than I thought. They just, the way they have their little cross braces at the bottom and then the hardware for it and I don't know, all that stuff. Yeah, the pain in the butt. But it was actually really worth it. Pain in the butt, but it was worth it. I'm not good at English. Yeah, I got I'm cleaning up just miscellaneous. I have so much random stuff that I've just shoved in this toolbox, shoved on that shelf, shoved under the welder. Just look at that. I mean, there's grinders over there, there's everything. So much stuff everywhere because it's a one car garage that technically can't even fit one car, even if I didn't have anything in it. I just mean there isn't really enough space for a car. Like Blue could not pull in here at all. I'd have zero room on any sides. minus the fact that it's too tall to fit in anyways. But now I'm rambling because, yeah, I don't got a whole bunch to do today. I need to jack the wifey's truck up, I need to pull the wheels off, I need to get ready to swap the tires because we're gonna throw on the new tires finally, start situating the bed, but I need to mount the rear bags and I need to mount the front bags so I can throw in the full Air Slam Air Ride kit. Mounting the rear bags has turned into just the biggest ordeal in the world because of where all their broken seized bolts are, and I don't want to make new mounts, but I do want to make new... So instead of messing with that today, I'm gonna probably just try and get the front brake lines on this done because I have been messing with them over the last few days. I did pick up a bunch of random lug nuts, so I have enough lug nuts for the front wheels to actually be attached. And like I said before, I have a bunch of Nycop laying around. Always have Nycop, always have a bunch of fittings. Thank you, Amazon. Instead of just talking about it, this is my favorite thing now. The hood opens so nice. It never used to open that nice. I dented my door. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. This was what I was attempting. This is what I was attempting to move that 425 pound blasting cabinet with, and it didn't work at all. I'm gonna go ahead and throw that clip on actually of how we did end up moving it. Feel safe. And yeah, that was just me and wifey tilted it into the back of her truck, drove it around to the back, tilted it down, and then ended up letting it slide the whole way down that ramp into the basement, pulled the crate apart. Such an ordeal, and I bet you the neighbors just love that. I'm gonna go ahead and get the hood popped. See the beauty. And start to finish this brake line. Time lapse? I'm thinking time lapse. Progress, and actual sunshine today. I'm pretty stoked. I actually noticed in like the last clip, which I watched, I'm like depressed. I'm just when I'm talking. Just sunshine makes me feel good. I'm definitely a Pacific Northwest person where when it's all gloomy and rainy and crappy, I'm all zombie, but I get some sunshine and I'm pretty stoked. So we do have the front and rear lines. Obviously throw a clamp there. Throw a clamp probably there, which will hold it to the tower. And those just go down there. Did get the passenger one routed, which just comes all up through there and around under the mount, pops out to these rough country extended lines. I wish this one, the clamp could just go somewhere else, but this one will be better because it's going to be more of a shot out of the hole over down. So, simple tools, simple pieces of Nycop. I was gonna keep filming yesterday, and then I stood up under, well, I went to sit up under the truck, and I caught my head on this corner right here. Oh, let me tell you, when I say the lights went out, I felt so funny afterward. I was done. I came in the house, spent the rest of my night, watched some of the footage that I had made, realized, didn't like any of that, but yeah, today we're gonna focus on this last little bit of progress, get this stuff going, get this video out, and start on some of the other stuff. I am on behind the scenes, figuring out some of the last intake pieces. Final steps, boys and girls. You notice there's no wiring harness in here anymore, because it's downstairs getting the wiring finally filmed and finished. Got all this hardware cleaned up, which this thing was just, I love this now. Washers, we got just random, and I haven't obviously spent all the time to go through and clean everything and get it sorted, but just having a spot for some stuff, and it does roll, but I just have it shoved in the corner for now. Instead of ramble, let's get back to a little more time lapse of driver's side line, and then theoretically, got brakes. Instead of, what's this? Let's see if I can pull this out of here. I bet you I can. Oh no. And then I drip old brake fluid onto my creeper. Damn it. Went from one, well, wait, hold on. I want to pause my Cletus so I don't miss anything. Went from one, you know, second of beautiful, nice weather to it's still somewhat sunny, but of course now the sun is blocked by clouds and it got chilly enough I needed my hoodie back. We got brake lines. Pretty stoked on this actually. This one I'm really happy with. I love how the attachment is. I have plenty of length. I'm pretty sure I have them on the, and you know, it's gonna go down somewhere like that. I think I gotta pull this bracket off because that was for the 2008 F350 probably, and obviously it's not 2008 F350. We got brake lines front, we got brake lines rear. It's not the best setup. At some point I want to redo where the proportioning valve sits, and I want to put rear discs on anyways, so I'll redo the rear line, which is what bothers me. It's just, I think it's too short. It's not an original line to the truck, but I'm so happy. I've noticed after sitting finally, we're getting a little bit of a lean to it, so I'll crank this coil up a tad, which I can do. I got plenty of adjustment. I'm stoked on that. Love these things. Love how the truck's sitting. It's a quick, simple video. Nothing major today. I'm gonna go actually and start working on wifey's truck a little bit, and then I have some powder coating stuff I'm gonna do this weekend. So start to mess with all of that as usual. If you like what you see, leave a like, comment down below. If you haven't hit that subscribe button, go ahead and do that, please. Thank you. Maybe kinda. I don't know. With the usual average Joe builds. Really, as I'm trying to end the video. Stupid phone. Okay, with that, I'm letting you guys go. Have a good weekend, guys. Average Joe builds. We're out of here.